So, I just heard yet another story of a woman being told that she should stay in her marriage no matter what. Even though the circumstances were horrific and her. Anyway, I'm not going to go into details about it, but it was a horrific situation. And she was shamed for making the very wise decision to leave. And I can guarantee that this person did everything that she could, and she was essentially left with almost no choice. And the person who shamed her was someone who gave me horrible advice when I was younger and twisted scripture to mean something it did not. And it caused a lot of damage in my life, and I'm very grateful that God has been incredibly merciful and kind to me, because I couldn't have survived the things that I have if it weren't for him. But this same woman, I just saw her not that long ago. So the whole thing with Josh Duggar. And this woman was praising Anna for staying in her marriage no matter what, because according to her, if you're a believer, you take your vows seriously and you stay no matter what. And she was saying that God was going to bless Anna for sticking by her husband's side. Here's something I'm questioning that, because I have a lot of compassion for Anna. It's a horrible situation to be in, and that poor girl. But you know what's worse is the people who keep her there by telling her that's what God requires of her. And I guess I question, does God really require you to keep your vows no matter what, even if your spouse has completely broken them, even if he is a pervert who has cheated on you and who molested his sisters and then is looking at child pornography, which is videos or pictures of the sexual abuse of children. So, is God going to bless Anna for staying? Or is she putting her children in danger because she's told that she doesn't have a choice, that God requires that of her? I think, the unfortunate thing is that this woman actually believes this. And she believes that that's the right thing to do. And she thinks that that everyone else is deceived and she's right. But I think she's wreaked a lot of destruction in people's lives for her very ill-advised advice. And I think she's going to be held accountable for that. And I also think that we should probably evaluate how we look at things in the church, because I do think that marriage should be taken seriously, and I don't think it's something that you go into lightly, and you don't just leave because you're unhappy about something. But I don't think that even scripture says that you stay no matter what. And I think that we have created the perfect environment for abuse to thrive and people to be completely destroyed. Men who are not held accountable when they're abusive, and women who are destroyed by that, and the kids who live with it. I think that we might need to start thinking about things in a different way and actually looking at Scripture for ourselves rather than just believing what we're told that it says. Because I can tell you, even Satan used Scripture and he twisted it. So maybe we should look at the context and the whole of Scripture before we start cherry picking things that fit whatever our viewpoint is. And before we start destroying people and their lives and innocent little children.